and 10. He'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Offense getting set for first down. Power football with the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Now the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Motion from the offense. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
The Terrapins will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
At the 35, he's open. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. He finds his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And this defense continues to bring the heat. First sack of the day, setting the tone in the first quarter. They had 5 last week, ladies and gentlemen. So this defense has been affecting the quarterback and making him feel so uncomfortable.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He caught it. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release.
Touchdown, Hawaii! And they jump on top.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The give to the back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's loose. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Terrapins! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Shakes off the defender. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
All right, well, if you're the quarterback, you know at this point, this is one of those days that I'm going to have to just strap it up. I'll probably be in an ice bath when the game is over because I'm getting hit a lot, and we're only in the first quarter. My accuracy...
And that ball's free behind the line. And the fumble goes out of bounds, and they'll lose a few on that play. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression. They're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Rainbow Warriors will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fair catch, called for and made. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the option. He'll toss it. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied 7-7.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do they do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
Now he's looking to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
We've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage, Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Warriors.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Northern Illinois is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Western Michigan. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Hawaiian Cincinnati offense returns to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on the...
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Working that left side. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Makes his connection. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back. Everybody has eyes on the quarterback. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks, and the quarterback can really make precise throws. Great job, great play, great throw, great game.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. And an empty backfield here on second and short. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. That kind of speed behind center is a weapon that almost any defense will have trouble stopping.
No doubt about it, Reese. They need this guy to carry the ball at least 15 times a game because of that speed you just talked about. You just saw what this guy can do out in the open field. There's not a lot of running backs out there that have speed like he does. Man, what a weapon.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's a first down.
Ready, break. Got the quick pass. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Wants to throw on first down. Coming after it. He's going to take off. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Second down coming up.
Longer. 3:25.
He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rasmussen. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Maryland.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. At midfield, he's got room. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. They'll immediately call timeout. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Terrapins will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cruz. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He's looking for an open man on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up. And
fires Fires the pass. Intercepted. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Finds his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Second down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. Got some room headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Terrapin! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. They run the reverse. Touchdown, Maryland! They take the lead with the 6. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Northern Illinois is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Western Michigan. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets it out fast.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Terrapins! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Coleman.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Now on first down from the 28. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what...
He's going for the big play. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground, off right tackle. Still on his feet at the 45. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And first down for the offense. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Maryland 35, Hawaii 24.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
Here we go.
They'll try the left side. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Maryland! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse? Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
It's 2nd down.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got the back in the middle. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
On the option. He'll pitch it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
Looking for the end zone on 2nd and goal. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
Wide out in motion. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Hawaii! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. FIU is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 17 over the Astronauts. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning.
Ready up. Here we go.
The run to the right. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They'll throw it on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, he set his offense up at the 30.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll leave it with him. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you, and you saw